My son does what's it called? My slide. Okay, so, like Samir says, one of the weaknesses that I've had is recruiting, right? And I think I was very traumatized by the other companies that were, all they did was focus on recruiting, and I didn't want to be associated with that, but now I get it, right? I should have been recruiting from the very beginning, because I've learned that, the more people we reach, the more people we can help. And that's why more people are getting screwed over, right? Because they got the reach, right? And the more people they have, the more people they're good. But the good news is now we have more people to educate, the more people we can get on our side, right? So what really drives me is, if you have known me for a while, I'm just one of the most passionate and empathetic people in the world, right? I really always put myself in somebody, literally put them, always do that. Like I was a nurse for almost 26 years, and probably that comes from the healthcare background. But this is really what got me into the business in the first place. Because I told you before, I never wanted to be a salesperson. I was the one always, endorsing other people. But when I saw how the community, so many people were getting screwed over, and this is why I mastered the products, right? And that's why last week I did a training on the IULs. Anyways, this is what drives me, okay? So as Jen said, social media is like the huge influencer right now. And matter of fact, I got a call from one of the former coworkers I had, that she's a realtor now, and she's actually from Colombia, and she almost bought an IUL. And she texted me, she said, Sheila, what do you think about the IULs? I'm like, don't buy that. And with a potty mouth. Anyways, the dark side is growing, right? We have to realize that the dark side is growing because of social media. She says, but YouTube. I'm like, girl, you're smarter than that. Not everything on YouTube is real, right? So that's why people get scammed. So anyway, so my goal is to get wider, because I really, really want to get wider, because again, the more people we have, the more people we can get into the business and learn the truth. Okay. So anyways, last night I just
on that topic, how
Right.
many of your clients come from social media?
right now,
Yeah,
probably 80%.
okay. So Jen did a training, and she's not going to train on it right now, but 80% from the top producer is social media. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. So last night, I recruited an existing client. I can't talk today. And she had 6 IULs before. She's also a nurse. She had 6 IULs. This is the one that paid almost more than $28,000 in her policy, just to find out she only had $482 of cash value and 70 cents. Okay. And she's now in the business. She's a travel nurse, and she's ready to make things happen. Right now, she said as a silent partner, but she's going to work through it. Last week, like I said, last week I broke down that IUL with a friend of actually my husband's nursery schoolmate, all the way to high school, and her boyfriend was a lawyer. And I'm gonna recruit her. I went over her policy again last night, because they want me to get on the call with them. I'm like, they're not gonna change my mind. They're scammers, right?
Right.
But she's gonna call them, and she's gonna cancel her policy. I told her to cancel last week, but apparently she didn't. I have another nurse from Oklahoma. Her name was Alma. She's a newbie here. She's only been here for 1.5 years, but she was offered an IUL multiple times. But because I post on social media about buying term and invested difference, and I have facts to back it up, that made her what? Think and say, wait a minute, before I do that, she sent me a PM, and I broke down cash value policies. I basically go through the QA, but I really hone into the IULs, because that's what's really popular right now. Because people actually think that they're going to make money off of this. And I'm telling you, I've reviewed hundreds of policies, right? And you know what? I swear, I think I'm going to, it'll give me a stroke, because every time I see it, it really makes me want to kill someone. Anyways, and she's on board. I had another former coworker who's also an entrepreneur. She was also a nurse, but she owns a caregiving agency. And she has a close to 50 to 100 caregivers, and she's going to come on Wednesday to the yacht. Okay. And she said, at the very least, I can at least get you to talk to, the people that I have in my business. My sister's friend, who also is in the medical profession, And unfortunately, this is the one that was paying $2,000 a month for IULs. Yep. So we have a meeting tomorrow, and my hope is to get them into the business so that they can also,
It's not him and his wife.
yeah, who's a nurse, right? Then I have Jerlyn, who, she attended one of my seminars, last week with, the Bright House seminar. And we're talking tomorrow to get recruited, and that's gonna be on Andy's team, right? So basically, my ultimate goal is just to really have at least one agent in each state. Right now, I'm licensed in 26 states. And, as Ron Barnes said, you gotta recruit the room. Because you know what? The bad people are recruiting more people. And like Jen said, right? We're doing the right thing. We need to get more people than they are, right? That's all I got. See you at the top.